Right, so this is a piece that I'm putting together that didn't even make it into a bag. So I'd got all the pieces together this morning, and I thought, oh, well, I'm going to make a video anyway, so I might as well let this one jump the gun. And it's only a quick 3-piece image. Now, this I got from some kind of style magazine that we got sent or something like that. So what I'm going to do, and I've written notes because there's nowhere on here to write on it, and no margins or anything. So what it says here, what I'm going to do here is replace a bus stop with a missile, and have dead bodies over the text at the bottom. Now, instead of finding the dead bodies, what I actually came across was because I was going to look through this World War II book that I've talked about before in a previous video, and I was going to look through that, and then loose in here was this photocopy I'd made and blown up from maybe from Dawn Aids' photo montage book, and this is of a photo montage of by John Hartfield, and it's about a memorial of the Duce in Abyssinia, which is now Ethiopia. And so I've got this memorial here. I don't know if this is actually a memorial, but some kind of stone bust of Mussolini. So I'm just colouring this in because it's bothering me. And get a black pen for that. And he'd put a pile of skulls next to it, and that pile of skulls is incredibly useful for artwork, and as a result of which I've also since scanned this in, so I can print off more. In fact, this is actually from a printout. Whoops, I've gone over her stomach with the marker pen. Whoops. Oh well, it'll be part of it. So I'm going to have this pile of skulls over the text, but instead of upwards like here, because it look weird, because you have the line there, I'm going to put it sideways here as much as I can, because I don't want to have to cut out the I don't want to have to cut out the that's why I've obscured too much. I'm going to have it go in front of her feet as well, so that if I wanted to, I could actually scan this in and use it digitally. But I obviously have to airbrush that out. So the first thing I'm going to cut is a missile. I got this missile of a V2 rocket from a magazine. This will do nicely. It's a good, with the right size, it will go. It should be the right size. Should go right over this bus stop, or mostly over it. So, but it's scaled down a bit because this is the size of the V2 next to a person. So it's a bit shrunk down, but it's going to be a stand-in for a possibly more deadly missile. So I'll get rid of this side of things. So all these, or possibly that. Well, this is going to be hard to use because of the metal wires from the Sputnik missile are going to be hard to get rid of, and I'm going across it and it look too weird. So here we go. This one shouldn't take very long at all because I'm only cutting out 2 pieces. I'm not really doing any cutting on the actual, to slot them in, which is, it can sometimes be nice when you don't have to do that, but you can just put stuff on. Because cutting them to slot them in does make you feel almost a bit like a graphic surgeon, which in some ways is a way how we can try and, not that you'd have to, but try and justify what we do for the people who say, well, this is just, any kid can do that. Well, yeah, try and do this, or anyone can do that, try and do this. So this is a good shape object to cut out, very easy. Nice lazy day. And I'll make for a slightly shorter video as well. Thing is, I've been doing videos here, and some of these I like so much, I'm going to decide, well, I'm going to put this in the book. So I'd already actually selected what initially what I wanted to go inside the book. However, we just didn't want I don't want to leave them out, so the book will either get bigger or some pieces might end up being small still in it but smaller. So like instead of every page having just one full page size image on it, I may end up like 2 or 3 smaller ones, which is fine. There are some pieces that would suit best for anyway. I don't want to shrink anything down that I don't have to. And I was trying to make a decision. I was going back and forth in my head. Whoops, dropped it. Just give me 1 minute. So here we go. Apologies for that. Yeah, so there'll be was going back and forth in my head a lot about what to do about some of the pieces that instead of being that way are that way. As in, do I shrink them down and I could have 2 on a page, or I just have them like that way in the book, and so when someone opens the book, what I'd have to do is like turn it that way around. So I think there are some that I will shrink down and have 2 in a page like that, and some the very much bigger ones I wouldn't really feel comfortable shrinking down, because they're going to be shrunk down anyway just to be able to fit on an A4 page. So with this being print on demand, I don't have really the ability to confidently have them go across 2 pages. If I had a kind of a book deal with some publisher, then I could try and do something like that. But then you lose some of the detail in the join, I think. So I want people to see some of the details. So there'll be some details you don't see as much because it's being shrunk down, or as clearly or as big. But they won't be obscured by you having to like, maybe you won't have to feel like you're cracking the pages open just to be able to see something. So I mean, what Winston Smith was able to do in his book, he was able to actually have pages like that folded out. You probably can't see that, it's in the way. But there are pages that fold out, so like a 3-page fold out. But obviously I won't be able to do that with the print on demand company that I'm going through. And I've really only got 2 choices. Like, well, only 1 choice, because what went down with Amazon, I still don't understand why. And I was thinking of ditching them anyway because of how everything's going that way. So they actually made the decision easier for me. And I'm not sure if I'm well known enough or for their violation of terms and conditions to do with the political nature of some of my work, because I don't think it's that. I think, or somebody reported it, maybe some right-wing nut job, I don't know. Right, so let's see how well this goes over there. Yeah, it does. I'm going to have to do some cutting out, it appears, still, of her clothing, but that's fine. So that's the missile. And here we go, wherever I've put these skulls, here they are. So this itself should be very easy to cut out, because it's not that detailed. I'm not going to be using all of this, so I'm going to be using probably about that much. So anything that's left over will be trimmed off, and will go back in the book to be used again, possibly. Even this I can use again. This is why I was colouring it in, just thought I might use it again for something. So here we go, that's that there. I would have cut her feet out and have her standing on top of the skulls, but I might still do that. It'll make things a little weird because this is going over. Yeah, it's just still work actually. So what I will do, again, I'll look about how this is going to fold out. So I don't have to do anything with, I thought I might have to do something there, but it'll be just along this bit here. So I'll make an incision. A fairly big one, this isn't like keyhole surgery. I'll lose this bit here. And I'm going to check how it's going to go. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut all the way along here. Right, so it's time to get some of the gluing done. So I'll get rid of these scraps here. I've got to get something that I'm going to do the glue across. Handy Jesus book. Let's see how well this is gonna go in under there. And this looks quite good. I'm quite happy with that. Now what I'm going to do is I've got this bit flapping through here. I'm going to trim this off to go on the back once I'm done sticking this missile down. However, it's going to have to go under the skulls a bit. Sure, this is actually in shot. So this bit of the missile is going to have to go under the skulls a bit. So it's in there like that. It's back there, over there. And what I'm going to do, so I'm going to, where's my knife? Lift it up. I'm going to lift this up here. And tack it down. There, like that. And on the back here, where this is, so I'm not going to be able to use this again actually, because I'm going to have to cut through. But what how? Doesn't matter. So I'm going to put this on there like that, just to hold that in place. And this needs a bit more gluing down. Now, if you've noticed here, the shadow here doesn't actually match up. So the shadow you see is not of a missile, it's of that original bus stop. So I'm going to make this discrepancy work for me. So I'm going to make this look deliberate. So I'm going to colour this shadow in, even though the shadow's already there, but I need to colour it in a bit so it matches with what I've done here, so it doesn't look like I've just drawn an S. And that is a dollar sign. And this lady's stain on here from the black pen. Okay, sorry about that, I had a call. So what I've done here is I've tried to do, stick this back down, trying to do is colour in with a bit of red where that black stain was, just to show some blood and complicity. So I'll sign this JP25. What I'm going to call it is Blissfully Unaware. Okay, so that's that piece. Obviously I'll trim it all a little bit later once it's off, once the glue has gone off. It's still a bit tacky. So let me know what you think, whether you like this. I'm quite pleased with it. I'm obviously going to trim the top off there where it says fashion. Don't need that. Good anti-war piece, social commentary. So let me know what you think. Like, share and subscribe. My description has my merch links in it. Linktree, which has my merch links and my socials. And I shall speak to you soon. Thank you.